Hi, I'm Jen.
I'm Mackenzie.
And we are the Johns family.
Mother-daughter duo. I promise she's not my sister, even though we look like sisters.
Oh, no. Really?
We can't tell them that. But
wait. Okay, fine. No, I am her mom. So, obviously, we've known each other forever.
My whole life.
Your whole life.
Not
Absolutely.
yours.
No, not mine.
Mine.
Yeah. So a little background behind us. We are a little unique in the fact that I divorced her dad when she was about 8 years old. So we moved back from Arizona to Wisconsin, and she came with me, and we moved in with my parents for about a year and a half so I could get my feet on the ground. And ever since then, we've been together.
Yeah.
Just pretty much
inseparable. Like connected at the hip. I don't have any other siblings, so it's just me and her. We do have a dog, but it's just me and her.
It's just us. So kind of, only child syndrome, which
maybe a little bit
can go two ways.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't understand getting picked on.
No, she likes to fight with the dog. That's always interesting. Especially when she's not happy or with me. But, who wins in the end? Typically. Not always.
The dog.
The dog. So yeah, we have a little bit of a unique relationship in that fact that raised her up. She didn't spend a ton of time with her father, so has spent a lot of time with me and my family. And pretty much from elementary school on, so we spent lots of time with her growing up.
Until I went off to college. That was the sad part. Then she learned how to live on her own while I was living on my own. And that was just a disaster. Just kidding. It wasn't a disaster, but it was very tough.
Talk about empty nesting. Oh, terrible. Terrible. But I have her back now. She's graduated. She's back at home. I'm kind of happy. I know she's going to grow up and go off on her own. Someday. Eventually. But for now, the way the economy is, not a bad move. Not good. Not too bad. So pretty much just the two of us. And we spent a lot of time through her childhood. She got into club volleyball. And so we spent a lot of time on the road together.
Lots of time. And I mean hours upon hours. Even in college, she would come to my games. And so was she really an empty nester? Even though she was still coming to my college games?
Yeah.
To be discussed later. But, growing up, with club volleyball, I remember this one time. This is the funniest story, a total core memory moment that will never go away in my head. We were on the way to Rochester, Minnesota to go to a club volleyball tournament for me. I was probably, 16 at the time.
Somewhere.
And I remember we stopped at Trader Joe's just to get some popcorn and some snacks and whatever else we needed before we hit the road. Because who loves a good snack on the road? I know I do.
Long drive, pretty cold out, might have been probably -20. We do live in Wisconsin. Going to Minnesota. Yeah,
so cool. Even colder in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So we got some popcorn. I decided to open the bag in the car. It was about probably 7 o'clock at night. So it was dark out, just vibing, driving along.
Jamming our tunes.
Yep. And I reach into the bag and I take some popcorn out and put it in my mouth, thinking it was all popcorn. No. What was it?
A chunk of dried cheddar cheese.
Yep. And you'd think we're from Wisconsin, we love cheese, just cheese in general. This was a little funky. So, a lot of memories were made on those drives that I'll randomly say something to her and it'll just bring up memory and be like, oh, what about that time? What about that time? And all I remember playing club volleyball is anytime I made a point, I'd have to look at her just to see her expression on the bench or on the fan side. All I can remember is always turning around and her either being or best part yet. What did you used to do at my games when you were sitting on bleachers?
Oh, I got so excited I would kick my purse over every stinking time. Every time. Purse down below, boom. Everything went flying out.
She never learned to move her purse either. That's the thing.
Eventually. I think I finally moved my purse. Maybe when you made it into college ball. Maybe.
Not even in college. It was like my senior year of college she learned to move her purse. It took long enough.
Yes, it did. And then she played beach volleyball in college. Now, talk about the worst time to have to go when you're a cheerleader on the side, cheering for your daughter, to go to a beach tournament. Because
the fans have to be silent.
It was terrible.
They can be excited and stuff, but they can't like give you feedback. They can't be like, oh, hit it harder. Like stuff like that. It's you and your partner on the sand. Like they have to be quiet. And the refs are like kind of pretty hardcore about it. So she had to just sit there and be like,
it's very rough. Very, very rough because there might be a little bit of competition. Not only between us, but between the whole world, right? There's always competition. And man, to have to sit there and zip it, not so fun.
Always got something to say. We all do. It's whether or not we act on that thought or not.
Right. So, what else? What else should we share with them? Why do we want to go around the world? Why do we want to race around the world?
Okay, let's just be real. So we've been watching Amazing Race since probably when we really moved back to Wisconsin is when we started watching Amazing Race. So probably mid
2000s?
Yeah, mid 2000s.
2011.
I'd say about
10, somewhere in there. So yes, every season.
Well, we rewatch seasons too. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, so we would love to have a chance to race around the world. We have traveled a little bit internationally. We have gone to Europe and Mexico, and of course in the States. But those are the kind of the trips we've done. And our latest adventure.
Yes. So this year we decided to get Disney annual passes for Disney World in Florida.
Oh my. So we decided our last trip.
We were going to do the 4-park challenge.
4-park challenge.
In one day. 4 parks one day.
That can't be hard, right? No, everybody does that. And we decided to add a little extra fun to it on one of our nights sitting for dinner, having a drink.
Yeah, we kind of were like,
we can do this.
We can do this. And she kind of was like, no, like, are you sure? And I said, yeah, let's go. We're competitive. We got this. And sure enough, here I am on my notes app, typing out every little thing, like our full plan, our itinerary of what we're going to do the next day.
So not only the 4-park challenge, right? So yes, there's buses to there's transportation to every park, but what do we do? It's busy in Disney.
Let's add something to make it even harder.
Yeah, why not? Let's go on the top ride in every park. So it can't be hard.
Top 2 rides.
In every park. And, why not? Let's add a snack or beverage into it.
And a photo opportunity with their photographers.
At each location that was the most desirable of each park.
So Epcot, you got the ball.
Globe.
Ball. Whatever.
Magic Kingdom. Castle.
Cinderella.
Of course. Animal Kingdom.
The Tree of Life. Can't go wrong.
No.
And you have to remember, that line was like probably 20 people deep to get their photos.
And last, of course, Hollywood Studios. We have to go in front of the Chinese Theater right on Main Street. So important. And so, we figure why not give it a whirl early in the morning. We're going to get there early. We're going to do the top rides. Here we are, 7 a.m. Lined up, ready to run and go.
Someone didn't want to get out of bed though.
It couldn't be me.
It was someone who gets up like early every day for work, ready to go, works out before work. Nope. Our alarm goes off. She says, "Are we really gonna do this today?" I said, "Get up, let's go. There ain't no time to waste."
We gotta go. So yes, got up, did it. Not only did we do 4 parks, we did 5 parks. We went back to a park because why not? You know, we're not only exhausted, we're really exhausted at this point in time.
I think we walked about 30,000 steps that day.
It's insane.
Usually it's about an average of 20,000
Insane.
for a day at Disney. But
Yeah.
no.
And the longest wait time, 70 minutes. That was terrible. In the sun.
At least it wasn't 120.
Yeah, that's true.
Could
Like
be
it
worse.
could have been. Yeah. Yeah.
Could be worse.
So, yes, middle of the day, we were excited, tired, a little cranky.
Hungry.
But could we stop?
No. Did our feet hurt? Yeah.
Yes.
Was
And-
we starting to get cranky with each other? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Were we getting cranky with people around us? Probably, but
Yeah, probably.
yeah, maybe at some points.
You know, there are fewer people there. Of course, there always is. You run into them on travels everywhere, right?
Yes.
So, but, you know, we made it through. Made some friends along the way.
For sure.
And, you know, we went back and decided that we just needed to have dinner. And then, of course, we wanted to stay and watch fireworks, but that just didn't happen. We were way too tired. But we made it. So we completed our mission and our competition successfully.
And honestly, I think it was just great prep for the amazing race. Doing all these challenges in a single day, racing to the pit stop. Our pit stop was trying to get through all of it. So in a way, we kind of related what we did to the amazing race, which was super cool.
Very, very cool. Very fun.
And let's just talk about the travel down, about how I'm never allowed to take the passports or anything important. Someone over here has to.
Money, passports, that's me.
And when I try to, I get in trouble.
You know, and when I forget stuff, she gets in trouble too.
Even though it's not my fault, but
Maybe sometimes she does, maybe not.
sorry, that's our dog.
Sorry. Anyway. And for the race, I would think, who would be the first one to, who would jump from a plane?
We both want to, that'd be the problem. Let's go. We might have to like do some rock, paper, scissors for stuff because that's how ambitious we are is we both want to do the challenges.
We do.
So we're gonna have to fight over who does it.
We will. But I think for memory-wise, that's you. That's definitely her. Remember a ton of things. Sometimes I remember some.
Only sometimes though.
Sometimes.
Yeah, only sometimes.
Yeah.
But we're ready to be on the
We're
amazing
ready
race.
to be on the race.
See you soon.
All right, see you soon.